Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 9th of September, 1975. Can you see the sparkling star of your fortune? Is the star of your fortune constantly sparkling? Or does it sometimes sparkle less brightly? That is, does it get hidden behind the clouds of problems? Or, like those physical stars that change their positions, you do not constantly change your stage, do you? Or your line of fortune is not constantly changing, sometimes in the stage of ascent, sometimes in the stopping stage, and sometimes in the stage of descent, is it? For at the confluence age, the Father who changes the line of fortune is himself playing his part in front of you. So the fortune of the direct children of the Father who create such a fortune has to be elevated and imperishable. No other soul can create such fortune. Do you experience yourselves to be so fortunate? What is the sign of one who has created an elevated fortune? Do you know that? Such a fortunate soul will be following the Father in every thought, every word, and in every deed. His thoughts will be for the service of world benefit, the same as the Father's. Every word will be constructive, filled with humility and greatness. In his awareness, on the one hand, he will have the intoxication of being an unlimited master, and on the other hand, he will be a world server soul. On the one hand, he will have the intoxication of all rights, and on the other hand, he will be like the Father, respectful to all, a bestower, and a bestower of blessings to every soul. For all souls, he will be a bestower, and a bestower of blessings, no matter whether any other soul is an enemy or is someone who has come as an instrument to settle the accounts of many past births, or even souls who have become instruments to make you fall from such an elevated stage, or even souls who come into conflict with you because of your sanskars, or even souls who have an attitude of dislike towards you. Even a soul who rejects you should be experienced to be a benevolent soul. Word of insult or defamation should be experienced as word of praise and worthy of being remembered. Defamation should be experienced as praise. Just as all of you defamed the Father in the Copper Age, but he took that defamation as praise, and in return for the defamation you caused, he gave you knowledge, not dislike, as the fruit of devotion. In fact, he became even more merciful. So too, follow the Father. Only those who follow the Father in this way become greatly fortunate souls. Just as the Father makes the souls who have separated from him belong to him, and makes them even more elevated than himself. In the same way, the children who have great fortune become the same as the Father, and will be world benefactors, and will have the good wishes to make others more ahead of themselves. This is referred to as having the characteristics of a constant yogi. Those who reach such an elevated destination and who transform words and feelings, that is, those who transform defamation and insult into praise, those who change rejection into honor, those who transform insult into self-respect, those who transform harm by others into upliftment for them, and those who consider the obstacles of Maya to be a method of becoming absorbed in the love of the Father, and who transform obstacles. Such souls who are equal to the Father become the 8 jewels who are constantly victorious, and they become the special deities of the devotees. Have you reached such a stage? Or have you become cooperative souls for those who are loving souls? To make a hopeless case or a disheartened soul into a star of hope is a wonder. Have you become those who show such wonders? Or have you become those who are happy on simply seeing the wonders of the Father? Since you are following the Father, you have to become those who perform wonders, not those who become happy on seeing wonders. Do you understand? This is known as following the Father. You should move forward according to the time. Since you consider these to be the final moments, do you consider your stage to be the final, perfect stage? If the time is the final moment, but the speed and stage of your efforts are a mediocre level, then what would the result be? Those who make effort of a middle level will attain happiness in the middle of the golden age. That is not your aim, is it? Since you have the aim of coming in the first birth, your qualifications should also be first class. Check your efforts as to whether they are according to the time and your aim. Acha? To the souls who are as respectful to all as the Father is, and who claim a right to the Father's inheritance. To those who follow the Father in every thought and at every step. To the stars of fortune who have made their fortune elevated. To those who remain constantly engaged in remembrance of the Father and in service. To the constantly victorious children, love, remembrance, and namaste from Bapdada. Om Shanti.